Oh, yeah. It's that time of year again. We're just a week away from the NFL draft, literally 9 days, then we're getting to go. I take a lot of pride in doing 2 mock drafts. One of them the week before the draft, one of them the day of the draft. The first one is put out there into the ether, and it is torn apart to bits. Teams get back to me, they say, here's actually something The second one is a little more accurate, and we're trying to get as accurate as we can. I always preface it with this, and Kyle, you did a great public service announcement for me yesterday. This is not what I would do. These are just some possibilities and some things from what I'm hearing around the league. But I took some big swings. My first mock draft is up right now on NFL.com. We just clicked post. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, picks 1 through 8, my first mock draft.
There it is.
Slow down and digest. Bryce Young goes first. A Colts logo second.
Okay,
the Colts could trade up with the division rival Texans. Here's what I propose in the mock draft. A trade of either DeForest Buckner and the 4th overall pick for the 2nd overall pick. Remember, DeForest Buckner played for DeMeco Ryans in San Francisco, just restructured his contract. Or the 2nd round pick and the 4th overall pick to move up to number 2. C.J. Stroud goes to the Colts. 3, the Cardinals stand put, and they get Will Anderson. 4, in a shock, the Texans, they go Tyree Wilson.
Wow.
They go defense, no quarterback. They trade out of 2. They go 5, Anthony Richardson to Seattle. 6, Jalen Carter to the Lions. Raiders go big O lineman, Peter Skoronski.
Wow.
Falcons go Nolan Smith. Digest that for a little bit.
Yeah,
now let's go to the next slide.
Okay.
9 through the... Okay. Bears, Christian Gonzalez over Devin Witherspoon, the local hero. Eagles, 10, Bijan Robinson. You give Jalen Hurts that running back, and let's go to work. And then here's the shocker.
Let's go.
At 11, the Tennessee Titans take Hendon Hooker out of Tennessee. 25 years old, coming off an ACL. They take him 11th overall, and he'll work with Tannehill until he gets healthy. 12, Will Levis is sitting there. Texans say, we'll take him. It's not their first pick.
Second pick.
Maybe not be their second pick. Maybe not be their 3rd pick at quarterback. At 12th overall, they get Will Levis. Jets go O-line. Patriots, Devin Witherspoon. No defensive backfield. Packers, little salt in the wound. Aaron Rodgers, Jackson Smith, and Gibba. Take him from Ohio State. Sorry, Rodgers. Enjoy New York. We're going to give it some talent to Jordan Love. Washington, Dalton Kincaid, a tight end.
Okay.
All right, 17. We'll go a little faster on the back half here. They just sit pretty, and they get maybe the top tackle in this draft. Paris Johnson goes to the Steelers, which means Joey Porter is not selected by the Steelers. Instead, the Lions get him to go with Jalen Carter. Deonte Banks to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lucas Van Ness to the Seahawks. So Seahawks will get Richardson and Van Ness, 2 of the biggest athletic freaks in this draft. Chargers, Michael Mayer, the tight end at Notre Dame. Ravens sit pretty and get Darnell Wright, who's a very highly regarded tackle. The Vikings take another wide receiver, Jordan Addison out of USC. Then Brian Branch, defensive back, Alabama, does it all for the Jaguars. And let's get to our last slide here. Zay Flowers to the Giants.
Wow. Okay.
They got Wan'Dale Robinson, an undersized wide receiver last year. They got another one this year with Zay Flowers. How about the Cowboys going running back with Gibbs out of Alabama to pair with Marcus Pollard? And then we've got Myles Murphy, another defensive end to Buffalo. Darnell Washington, tight end. Our 3rd tight end of the first round goes to the Bengals. And then we finish it with Jonathan Mingo, late to the Saints. Will McDonald, connection, Matt Campbell and Nick Sirianni, very tight. I got that one from Iowa State to the Eagles. And then we end with Quentin Johnson. They lost Juju. They know the wide receivers room is always looking to rebuild in Kansas City. They get Quentin Johnson, the big guy out of TCU. There it is. Jamie.
Well, so many things. I was like just jotting down questions.
So, Jamie, don't you feel like that's true? Like what we just saw is the real draft?
The draft just happened.
Myles Murphy is going to Buffalo from Like, I feel like those are all just facts.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Well, if it is a fact, this is what I'm most fascinated about.
Yeah.
Speak on the fact that you have the Colts jumping up to 2, just 2 spots to take a quarterback, because is there something there with C.J. Stroud and why the Texans wouldn't want him in Houston?
Interesting. So I have heard no buzz on Stroud to Houston. I've got the Colts loving Stroud. That's what I've heard. They also apparently like Levis. They've like Richardson. The Colts are in the market for quarterback. Texans have not been outright on quarterback, and it's not just Stroud, it's Richardson included, and even Levis, who I've got them taking later on in the 12th overall pick. The Stroud to Houston thing specifically, very quiet. And one of the things that has been mentioned by multiple people, and not the agent, and of course not the team, Stroud is represented by Deshaun Watson's agent. That might be a reluctancy to deal with that whole situation again. I think that's kind of ludicrous if that's actually why they wouldn't. But look, we might wake up on Thursday and it might be obvious that the Texans are taking C.J. Stroud. But I was more intrigued by the Colts' love for C.J. Stroud and also the potential trade partner, a division rival. Would the Texans be willing to trade with the Colts and have to look at C.J. Stroud for the next decade? And if he's really great, know that we passed on him and it was our pick that we gave up to see him do this. The Giants, they were the ones that were passed over. The Eagles traded with the Cowboys. They have to watch Micah Parsons every single day. And you look at that draft, they deal with that. Stroud to the Texans might very well be the case. 99% of the mocks you have out there have it. I went a little different, and I thought DeMeco Ryans, a defensive head coach with a GM who's pretty secure, they don't have to take the quarterback.
Can I tell you something right now? On NFL.com, Schrager mock is the #1 story.
Okay. Yep.
If you go a few ticks below it, it says Texans GM opening to listening for calls for #2 pick. You're right there next to each other, buddy.
Nick Caserio did not play by the rules. Remember, he took Derek Stingley before Sauce Gardner last year when every mock draft had Sauce before Stingley.
Yeah, and Stingley played well as well. And as I look at this, you have the Texans passing up, making that trade. Colts get Stroud. But the Texans still end up getting a quarterback later in Will Levis. 5 quarterbacks going in the first 12 picks. Kind of insane for a first round.
Yeah.
It's very high, and it's not a great quarterback draft where it's like there's, 3 all-pros here. I just felt the urgency for these teams made sense. Anthony Richardson to Seattle's an interesting one. They have Geno Smith. They love Geno Smith. Geno's deal is essentially 1 year, $27 million, and there's all sorts of ways out of it. Geno's 32 years old. I don't think the Seahawks plan on being top 5 again anytime soon. Yeah. Will Levis was the hardest one for me. I didn't know what to do with him because I heard the Colts really like him. I hear there's some other teams that have a high grade on him. But to take a quarterback in the first round, you're saying you are the guy. Yeah. For me, I gave him to the Texans in their second first-round pick because it's like, all right, we got another guy. We got something else in common. It's almost like we'll take him if he's there, but I don't have many teams for Levis. I really don't.
You got a little cute with the Levis, I think.
I know.
I think it would be adorable if the Texans like, hey, we still got a quarterback. So, but maybe it works out that way. The Levis thing is fascinating because I'm watching your face like sprinkle into different expressions. You can't find a place.
I've seen it. I've seen guys, Paxton Lynch. I've seen guys that when they don't have a place going into draft, they just fall.
I know.
Yes, last year everyone's like Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett and Pickett went 20, and none of the other guys got taken in the first round.
The fun picks. Yeah. Some of the headliners we know, including the Bears. The Bears are at 9. We used to be at 1. They go to 9. Bijan Robinson and Devin Witherspoon on the board. You've got them taking the corner, Christian Gonzalez.
I think that makes a lot of sense. He is a gamer. He is a athlete. And I know that this is one of those deals where you're like, well, what do you mean? He's a gamer and an athlete. They're all gamers and athletes.
Yeah,
so is
Witherspoon. I know what you mean.
This one here, different body size, taller, leaner. I feel like he could fit Eberflus's defense. And I also I'm hearing more and more, it's 50-50, Witherspoon or Gonzalez. And in this case, I think Gonzalez might make more sense for the Bears than Witherspoon.
To jump the local product, this would be interesting. Let's go pass catchers. You really intrigued me. This is what I wrote down on my sheet in particular, the back end. Always interested in where the Vikings are taken. You had him go wide receiver, Jordan Addison. The Bengals getting Darnell Washington, the tight end out of Georgia, that late to me would be one of the most ridiculous steals to bolster an offense that's already so powerful. And then Quentin Johnson just adding, Mike, if Patrick Mahomes had that talented big wide receiver, walk us through some of these pass catchers.
Here's the deal. There's not this is going to sound like you're like saying, not a great wide receiver draft. It's not. There's no Randy Moss. There's no Calvin Johnson. There might not be a Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. And that comes from the scouting community. So we have a receiver taken 15th overall, but I have him going there. It could as easily be Quentin Johnson. It could have easily been Jordan Addison. They're wide over. It is a great tight ends draft.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see potentially 3 tight ends in the first round, maybe 4. And I don't think the wide receivers are going to be going top 10, maybe not even top 15. I don't think it's a great wide receiver draft compared to other years, and yet the tight end draft is awesome. Vikings, Thielen's gone. It was a fit. Addison can play, he can move. Vikings quarterback was something I wanted to figure a way to do. I thought it would make sense. It just didn't with all the way this went.
Peter, you're not just the pure mocker. You're also not the pure insider. You're also a content provider, and you understand the content that comes to this table. I'm looking at the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
How much is that of you wanting it, or are you hearing whispers? Because explain, contextualize for everybody why that is a crazy pick.
100% wanting it.
Okay.
0% whispers.
Wide receiver to the Packers in the first. 100%, not 99.
They've never gone receiver
Ever.
with Aaron Rodgers.
Never tight end either.
Never tight end.
No.
You know, you want to go on Pat McAfee and talk about all the old people from the old front office and how good they are and how great they are and how you are going to retire. This is what I want. I want content. I want them to come out in the first round. I want them to take a wide receiver and say, we love Jordan Love and we want to give him all the tools that are possible. Look, I think every receiver is going to be on the board and every tight end is on the board when the Packers are up. It would be irresponsible not to give Jordan Love a pass-catching talent in this draft. Again, not a great wide receiver draft where there's all these guys. Not a bunch of blue chippers in this draft. But if they can get Jordan Love another receiver based on what the receivers room looked like last year and who left, Alan Lazard, I think it makes the most sense. Sorry, Rodgers.
Might it be irresponsible to draft out of spite, though? Like
Potentially.
Peter, this is great. It's on NFL.com right now. It's on everybody's social right now.